alert forecast does come with cooler air literally blowing into town. Winds are still a part of our story. We're now down to wind advisories throughout the midday, early afternoon, high wind warning left over into the North Carolina side now of the mountains. But I want to point out, it's not that the winds stop at 1 p.m. They just start to decrease. Literally, it's going from gusts up to 45 miles per hour to gusts still in the 35 mile per hour range to gusts still 20 to 30 mile per hour range this evening. So it stays windy, just not as windy as those winds are pulling in the colder air. And then we switch over to the other alerts that we have, winter weather advisories. Southeastern Kentucky, Harlan County, Plateau, Cumberland and Fentress, and up into the mountains. Higher elevations of Monroe, Blount, Sevier, Cocke, and Greene County, all included in winter weather advisories. I will say there's some wintry weather in between here, right along the Tennessee-Kentucky line. They may add you into that winter weather advisory from the National Weather Service. But as we go through the day, I'll point out that we are tracking that changeover to, again, some afternoon showers, colder winds, change over to some wintry weather. So make sure you're dressing for that, because morning, we're averaging out low 50s. Midday, a little bit of warming, and then we're coming back down as those winds shift. So here's how it looks on that first alert futurecast. Main line moving on. Then we get that clearing. So just don't let that trick you into thinking that's the view for the day, because that's definitely not. Clouds start rolling in midday. Again, the winds gradually rolling down along with temperatures. And that's where we see some rain showers start to trickle in. And as temperatures drop, we'll start changing over to a wintry mix to snow as early as 4 o'clock on the plateau or 3 o'clock central time. Notice 5 to 6, more of that changeover to some wintry weather in our higher elevations from the plateau to far southeastern Kentucky, Virginia line here, up into the mountains, far northeast Tennessee. This keeps on going tonight. Could briefly see a little light dusting try to develop down into the valley middle of the night. Flurries can fly in the morning as we're down to a few snow showers left in our higher elevations. So that ½ an inch to an inch of rainfall still moving out of our area first thing. A few light showers are what trickles in behind it during the day. I mentioned those temperatures head down. For example, at noon, it'll still be 64 Greenville, 60 Sevierville to 58 Knoxville, and 48 Crossville. Going down means that by 4 o'clock when we would normally hit our high, we'll be down to 52 in Knoxville and 51 Loudon. So that first alert forecast where you live, I wanted to highlight what it'll actually be like at 4 o'clock. That means it'll be down to 49 Spring City, down to 41 Crossville, hence the first little spot of snow trying to develop there. 44 in Monticello to 45 Oneida. You'll drop to 47 in La Follette, to 56 in Sneedville and 54 Dandridge. Still 57 at 4 o'clock in Newport, and down to 52 Maryville, bringing in that cooler air, bringing in that changeover to that snowfall. So again, that's why you see that transition, as I just showed you again on that first alert futurecast, kind of wrapping around the valley at first, and then a light snowfall left over first thing in the morning. Few flurries valley out of these clouds. Clouds will linger for a while. A couple of mountaintop snow showers continue. Midday to afternoon, trying to peel back those clouds, get a little sun to come out. So in terms of that snowfall, again, you have winter weather advisories, Plateau, far southeastern Kentucky, and Smokies. Absolutely think Smokies will be the big winner. Even some 5 to 7 inches of snow up top. In between some flurries to a little dusting in the lower elevations, and a ½ an inch to an inch with some isolated higher amounts on the plateau to the Tennessee-Kentucky line and far southeastern Kentucky. This does add up to that colder air moving in. I mean, we'll be freezing Thursday morning, 40s and feeling colder. Still a wind chill factor on Thursday, but at least temperatures try to hop back up with a few showers still on track to move through overnights this weekend.